Hello YouTube, D-Decken here. It's been about 1 week since the Train Your Kuriboh event has begun. When the event first started, I had a couple questions that the event description did not fully answer, which kind of annoyed me at the time. So, over the last week, I was able to get some of those questions answered, and I found out one or two extra things along the way. So I felt like making an update video explaining what I found out. Because I normally don't do videos like this, I'm going to have my Esperoba here kind of auto-duel in this video to have something to do while in the background while I'm talking. Which is mouth jargon. In any case, I'm going to start with the major one I found out. The biggest question I wanted answered was whether or not you can raise multiple Kuribohs. Or, like, if you release your Kuriboh, can you raise another one and get more rewards out of it? I was not given a visual answer, as in, like, I wasn't shown a screen cap or wasn't shown a video of someone doing this, but to what I was told by other people, some forums that I read, you only get one Kuriboh throughout the event. It's not multiple Kuribohs. One Kuriboh and whatever reward you get for that Kuriboh level. So, what does that mean? Well, for starters, all the math that I did on the last video to find out, like, how much rewards you can get from multiple Kuribohs is now kind of pointless. But in all actuality, it means the event wants you to go as high as you can go. You don't have to, of course, if you don't care for it. The YouTuber It's Matt's Gaming recently posted a video of him releasing his Kuriboh just to get the Rainbow Pack, and he showed off how the animation works for that. I'm going to link the video for that in the description because I find it interesting. But overall, whatever one reward you want, it's completely up to you. It'll still take about 20 days to get to 20 days out of the 30 to 31 to get the prismatic ticket. However, it takes 12 to get the glossy and 7 to get the normal ticket. Unless you're going to be missing a couple days, which, to be honest, there will be some people that they can't log on every day, or they may not be able to. They may be able to log on to get login rewards, but they may not be able to sit down and duel. So it can vary for some people, which can be kind of hard and kind of difficult. So, like I said, it does vary. Yeah. The thing I find weird, though, is I was told by someone, this is not something I can confirm at least, but when you do release your Kuriboh, apparently the meter continues to increase, even though you aren't getting any rewards after that anyway. Which sounds very weird, but honestly, it's something I kind of expect. Like, the past couple events, at least, I've noticed that whenever you max out all the rewards, like when you get all the accumulative rewards, and the meter will continue to still increasing, even though there's no point of it anymore. Like, the point of the accumulative reward, the accumulative list, is to show, like, how far along you are to getting the next reward, etc., etc. But if there's no point for it, why does it continue to pop up? It's just, like, it's an extra pop-up that doesn't need to be there anymore. So, having that pop-up still there, even though, having the meter still increase, even though there's no point of it, that's confusing, especially since you only can get one Kuriboh. Like, I still wish you could have gotten multiple Kuribohs throughout this event, but, like, just, like, there's no point of it anymore. Like, it's kind of like, it's a little insulting. Like, if someone really wanted a higher level Kuriboh, but they weren't sure, so they ended it early or whatever, just, I just realized I lost. It's like, it shows what they could have gotten, but, you know, like I said, if you don't care, you don't care, but I don't know, I have mixed opinions on that. I wish there was a feature where you can turn that off. Like, whether at the beginning of the event or somewhere in the middle, you can turn off that accumulative meter pop-up so that you don't see it anymore. Like, that's something I would really like, personally. As for other things I found out, when you're getting your 300 points a day, you're not limited on how you get it. In other words, like, I was confused at first whether it was limited to your first duel that you had, like, whether that's a ranked duel, you get 300, or a standard duel, you get 100. But that is not the case. There are a few different ways you can get your 300 points. You can get 300 for playing one ranked duel. You can duel 3 standard duelists at times 1 to get 100 for each duel. Or you can do a standard duelist at times 3, and that'll give you your 300 points for the day. Like, for example, my duels with Esperoba here are all at times 2. So if this was my the first duels I had during the day, the first duel would have been giving me 200 points, and then whatever other duel I had would have just given me the 100 other points. That said, I've gotten many people in my last video saying that points were stuck at a certain point, like they weren't able to progress up for whatever reason. Now, personally, I think some of those were about people confused about how many points they can get for a day, but it might have been something else. Now, something else I found out, but either way, I'm going to be making a day progression chart in the description, labeling like what days should get you like what points in the description. Like at the beginning of this video, I showed off that I had a Kuribandit at 1,000 points. Well, that's the standard for doing doing the event for 6 days. Whereas the 7th day will get you your Spear Kuriboh. And that's just like one example. Like I said, I'm gonna record that in the description. But the last thing I found interesting, and I can't confirm this, but this might be a lot of the reason why some people's points were stuck. But I read somewhere that someone didn't get their points in Ranked Duel when their opponent surrendered. Now, in the description of the Kuriboh event, it says that I can check how it's worded here in a second, but I believe it says if you surrender or if the duel is surrendered. Let's see. You cannot earn points from duels you surrender. It says you surrender, but if the opponent, you shouldn't get any points, which is normal for if your opponent surrenders in ranked duels, you still get points. You still get a duel assessment, and you still get points that way. But people were saying that they weren't able to get their points from their opponent surrendering. So that might be a reason why some people may not be able to get points during the day for whenever they do ranked duels. If their opponents are just surrendering, then that might be the cause of the cause for some people not gaining points. Again, this is not something I can fully confirm or anything, because my duels have all been the standard duels at ×3 every day, which that may just be a safer bet, to be honest. Just standard duel, it's auto duelish standard duels at ×3 once a day. Like, you don't need to win or lose your duel, you can't surrender. And since your opponent can surrender in ranked duels, it's not something I can fully confirm. Sorry. I'm trying to talk a little bit slower because someone in the comments in my last video said that I sounded like I inhaled helium and I'm talking very fast. So I'm trying to talk a little bit slower and trying to talk a little bit more clear. I don't think it's working, but I'm trying. It's something I'm trying to improve on. But that said, that should be all for now. Hopefully this video might have answered one or two questions you might have had. Overall, I'm now thinking, I had some hope for this event. Like, there were some things I liked, and I think it has some very interesting ideas. It's just, I don't think some of the ideas were executed well. But something that someone told me is that the event is very much like a login event. Like, you log in, you get points, that's it. So, I don't know. Stop it. But in any case, what do you think of the event? Do you like it? Or do you still have some questions yourself? If you leave a question in the description, I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities or to whatever I found out. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.